Hello, my name's Jack, and this is a quick rundown of the Goki SmartLock, what's inside the box when you receive it, why we've designed it the way that we have, and how we can help you actually get it set up in your property. So first things first, I'll just open up the box and show you what's inside. You see the SmartLock is here. We've got the two handles that come with the lock, a bag of accessories, we can go through each of those in a moment, and a white box which contains the latch for the lock. So why don't I just open up this bag, put all the pieces down so that we can run through what each of them does. So the first thing you'll notice on the lock is the smart disc. This is the kind of the brains of the lock. When you receive it, you'll notice there is a admin pin which is called 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Once you put that correct pin in, you will hear the motor and you'll be able to disengage the lock. Of course, using Spaces application, you can set your own pins and your guests can start generating smart keys using their phone as their key during their stay. You also notice there is a place for a metal key. So when the handle is on, you'll be able to very quickly access that by just putting the small suction plate in. The faceplate will be removed and you'll be able to actually access the lock section quite easily. The Allen key that comes in the accessory box, you simply put that in and tighten up the grub screw. The good thing about that is that depending on the orientation of your door, you can actually just simply flick it around to whatever side you want to have the lock, whether it's the right hand side or left hand side of your door, and it will function in exactly the same way. Here we've got a spindle for a slightly larger door. So most doors are either 40 or 35 mils. So we've got a couple of spindles that work in both those scenarios. Here we've got some spare springs. So if you ever have any issues with the spring inside the lock, we put some spares in there so that you're able to fix that yourself. We also have some additional screws. Again, depending on the width of your door, will determine which screws that you use. As I said, the metal keys that come with the lock, it's a good idea to put this in the white box and mark the room number that you've mapped to your reservation system so it's all in good order and you're not locking the keys inside the room with you. Again, just a spare spring and a spare grub screw. People always ask what the safety pin is. When you remove the disc, you can actually unravel the safety pin and reset it using that safety pin. To remove the disc, you'll notice there's a small black fascia here, which you can remove like that. And then you'll notice there's a gap in between the disc and the lock. You simply get this tool that comes with your smart dock, place it in and push it all the way down. And then you'll notice it just simply pops out. So here we've got the disc. To recharge it, you simply twist it like that. And then you would put this battery module inside your smart dock here and charge it. Again, Spaces application is going to send a notification if your batteries are ever running low. And you put the safety pin in here if you want to reset the disc. You'll notice they're actually screwed together when they arrive. So in order to fix that, you grab the large suction plate, stick it onto the back and then just pull, and then you'll see the screws and you can remove these and then you're ready to install. Some other features: when you install the spindle, there is a small sign here where you have to mark the arrows. The arrows have to line up during the installation for the lock to work. You'll also notice a hard reset button. If you hold that button down after a few seconds, you're going to hear a beep and that will restore the lock to the factory settings. Before holding down the reset button, make sure you have removed the lock using Spaces application. So you remove the lock and disconnect it, then you push the reset button and then it will be restored to the factory settings. Great, thanks very much for listening. That's an overview of the Goki SmartLock.